right there. There we go. Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. I am Felicia, also known as Niana, my Taino name, and Priestess Michaela, and also connected with my Instagram, Priestess Michaela 333. And 7elements.net, and an author of 2 ebooks online on Amazon. And that talks about my spiral light work. Also, just wanted to put that out there. Thank you for liking. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for all of your support, all of you that have been coming. I am going to be doing some major shifting in the next few days as far as really stepping onto my timeline, stepping into something I've been wanting to do. It's not time for me to really talk about it right now. I want to go into it, but I'm going to wait until I have everything in place to talk about it. And then I'll go from there. But the reason why I'm on today is to talk about the read of the day and how I think it's so ironic that I get in here. This was kind of planned out where I needed to kind of go because, you know, my rules. I do not stay in a house with someone when a wife is gone to go visit or do something, and Marty had to go and visit with her family, so her mother. So I had to go take a little retreat, which was good. I needed to do it. And to kind of be, it's been a while since I've been able to just kind of be. But this is also my time where I like to connect and manifest and connect in deeper on those places where I need to do that. And I don't know what it is, but I know I can utilize these points, certain places, and I get really good results of what I'm looking for. So I want to talk about some of these creation, the diamond creation. I love it. www.diamondcreations.com. So this is one of my necklace pieces that I got. Now see here, I can show it. When I did it on Instagram, I couldn't really show it. It wouldn't pick up as clearly. This is really nice, and this is what the back looks like. So this one is full of selenite, tourmaline, and this type of glittering, the colors, is how my paint job on my car is. It matches that. It's just amazing, and it feels really good. It feels just like the other one, the other piece that I had, that when I had the one and it felt so good. It feels just like that. So then I ordered her the goddess one. So this one has that beautiful turquoise. It has I love how the camera is picking up the coloring here. I couldn't really get that good coloring like I wanted to on Instagram. And here's the rose quartz. I want to say this is a pati here. I want to say, I'm not really sure, but it's done really well, and I love the back. But I just love the goddess one, and it has the trace of the goddess in the middle, and I just totally loved it. I said, oh, and then as a gift, because I said, hey, you know, I'm going to be talking about your jewelry as soon as I get it. I just wanted to let you know. So she sent me a gift of the keychain one, and this is really awesome. I was like, right on. I love it. So cool. And it's very lightweight, so it's not going to pull on your keys. But check it out. She has an SD store on, and just know you're going to get caught up. You really are. You're gonna get. Just know that you're just gonna get caught up. That's all I have to say. You're gonna be on there for a while. Okay, so let's get into some good things. I talked about these. Yeah, I wanted to try these foot pads out, the detox pads. So here's a lavender one. Here's a bamboo one. Melatonin, rose. Right on. Okay. Shall we get into it? We got to get into it. Let's get into it. Okay. So I noticed when I went back to go look at some of my YouTube, some of them were just hanging out at a very low viewing point, and it wasn't cycling through. And I was like, what the heck is going on? So I noticed that it finally started picking up, started cycling through where the viewings were going up more. So I think the game now, with all the new things that's going into place and how everything is being, whoa. Did you see that? I saw that plain as day right over the bed. All right, all right, all right. Yeah, what do? What do? What do? Bring it on. Anyway, I saw that big time. It just went. Oh. Okay, so anyway, I'm getting my taxes done. And it's been a blessing in disguise because I've had some horrendous things happening with me trying to get my taxes done, and certain places aren't doing their part, not taking out what they need to be taking out. And then it leaves a mess later of you owing more money than you're supposed to be owing. You should be getting more money back. Not in my case. It's always I'm owing a lot, and I should never be owing a lot. So that is being taken care of for me by a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful CPA. Very respectful, very loving, very kind. And I got a chance to do some shopping for her to set up her feng shui for her desk. So I can't wait to see her tomorrow to bring her in her good things and to give it to her so she can have it for her desk, because she's she's doing a lot of good things for people and helping them. And her whole thing is to look for the errors that others make to find out how they did it, what happened, and to get it back on track. So I had to put a call into the IRS, and you don't even get a chance to talk to anybody now. Now everything is computerized. Now I'm talking to AI. So AI and the RI, we had to communicate through, well, push 3 for this, push 2 for this, push 1 for that. I'm like, really? Can't even talk to a real person. And this was on a Friday. And this was way before, they close their doors at 7, they don't answer or whatever. But that's what I got hit up with. And I'm like, okay, fine. I'll ask for what I need to ask for and get it sent to me, what I'm looking for. So I'm also, dealing with all the things in my storage since the earthquake. I went into my storage today. The other day I had to push things back, and today it was worse. Like things had fallen forward from the back of the wall, and I was just like, oh my God, really? Come on, please. So I'm like, okay, just gonna deal with that. So let me talk to you about something. So I get this a lot. I can go into people's houses, clear it, boom, it starts to surge, everything's fine. I have wow, that was another one. This room is very active. I think I was in here before. They put me back in here again. I was in 329 before. Yeah, I was in here before. And there's some activity going on majorly. It's nice. It's a nice feeling to be able to see that. So what was I saying? Okay. So I'm dealing with the I do the house clearing, I go in, I check the houses, and a lady had heard about me or saw my videos or something and reached out to me. So now I'm going to be seeing somebody when she finally picks the date that she wants to do, because it's kind of tentatively holding in the air. And I said, great, I look forward to helping you with that. So let me explain something about spiral light. And I have to keep teaching about this because people don't understand how spiral light really works. Spiral light is a dimensional plasmic charge light of energy that works on frequencies of your body, that works on timelines to help you clear out stuff that you do not need to be hanging on to anymore. It works with anxiety, depression, suicidal tendency. It works with postpartum blues. It works with post-traumatic stress syndrome. Works with that really well. It works with any kind of trauma. Listen to how I'm saying it. Any kind of emotional entrapment trauma that one has been put upon. It was put upon that person. And your body keeps reliving the fear energy over and over and over and over. It breaks up fear. It gets in there and takes care of that. Especially if it's a repeat feeding type of fear energy that keeps coming in to keep setting the body in a certain response to stay in fear base flowing, to stay in fear all the time. It takes care of that. And the elixir, if you're on the elixir, totally, this is light in a bottle, the water and light together. There's no alcohol in it. There is crystals that is used for it to infuse, and then it's titrated on a machine that I have that actually zaps it into the stones and everything that I want into the water. So you're literally taking a Herkimer. You're literally taking a Lemurian. You're literally taking a rose quartz. You're literally taking topaz. You're literally taking the essence energetic of those crystals in this, because water is a memory. So when you're taking it, your body lights up with it, and it's preserved with white vinegar. So it works really well with that. And it is one of those things that helps to strengthen the body, and it gets into the body in 4 minutes at 100%. 100% is talking to your cells. 100% doing good things, way good things, awesome good things, compared to things that we take in our body that could be toxic, that takes about 15 minutes to get into the body. And some things can just be toxic, which brings me to why I like the foot pad things. I like the foot pad things. Helps to detoxify. So I did too much laughing with my friend Deb. So it was kind of interesting. I go over because the room wasn't ready yet. One lady told me, yeah, you can go in, you can book in early. And then when I got here to check in, they wouldn't let me check in because they were like just packed. People were just packed. And she said, we got to clean the rooms. People are leaving late, and it's been a little bit crazy. And I'm like, oh, okay, no problem. So I went ahead and hung out with my friend Deb. We were having a good time. We were laughing. And so, first she put on a show called The Cartels. And I don't know, I was getting kind of sad when I was seeing the advertisement for it. And it was, I was hearing them talk about, oh yeah, we went to jail for 2 years and he got 22 years, and then the children don't see their dad. I'm like, oh, I don't want to feel that. It just started making me feel sad. I said, can we watch something else? I really don't want to feel it. She goes, really? I said, yeah. The Queen of the South, when I watched that one, is she was doing it and then she realized what she was doing and she got out of it. She didn't want it no more. She got to the people that she needed to get to take care of when all that stuff went down when she was younger. So I really like Queen of the South. I love the whole storyline of that. But when you look at the cartels, that's like real, real, real. That's the real stuff going on. It was just like, so it was just messing with me a little bit. So then she was telling me, how about the Shaws? We'll watch the Shaws, Sunset Shaw. So I said, okay, yeah. She says Mike is acting up on there. I said, Mike, what did he do now? So Mike, oh my God. But here's the thing. Ganessa, she had a baby. She totally changed. She's not like the high drama that she was in the beginning of the show when she first came on there. She was always getting in fights, high tempered, and she's the mellow one out of all the people in the group now. So they're all back into, how they set the storyline. Everybody breaks apart. They cause all the drama, make everybody feel sad. Like, oh, why did they do that? Because that's all it is. It's just drama. And then they get back together, and then they have their little fights and blah blah blah. You know how it all goes. All these shows are all the same. They all set each other up to say things bad about each other or to expose something, just to have a lead in to just be bad. So I'm watching the last two episodes of the season, I guess, or whatever that was, because I haven't watched it in eons. So just kicking it, just watching. And I thought this was interesting because they were having their Halloween party, and Mike was there, but his girl. Now he always get these really pretty ladies, but he can't keep them because he's too busy repeating the same pattern. He needs some serious spiral light. Repeating the same patterns over and over and over, and he keeps doing it, and he doesn't clean it up. His answer is always, I messed up. I did this. Da 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 da. I don't know why I did this. Da 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 da. It's always the same response. This guy does it every single time. And these women that see this, if you're gonna hook up with him, you should be watching all the past episodes to find out what his personality is like, and then you won't be getting with that. But this is what I was really disappointed in, something he said, especially in this day and time. He said something that was just totally inappropriate. And right then and there, I was just like, I went into my queen mode and I just wanted to. So he said to Destiny, when Destiny was like telling him to get out of her house, the party was going crazy, always does. Get out of my house, get out of my house. And she was like, just get out, get out. He pushes her. And then as he's making his remarks, he's saying, you can't afford me anyway. You live in a 2-bedroom place here. You couldn't even afford me. And then he turns around and said, and this is the part that gets me, I will buy you and sell you. I could buy you and sell you. Who says something like that to a woman? A man says something like that. I will buy you and sell you. I want you guys to think about that. Think about this. What that sounds like in this day and time what we're all going through, and all of us awakened ones know that term, I will buy you and sell you. And I'm just, when I heard him say that, I said, that is someone that needs some serious help. Because if you have to go that low to say something like that to another breathing human being, I will buy you and sell you. I hope that woman gets, if she saw the video of it, I hope she looked at him and says, you said that? And I hope she's brave enough to get up and walk the hell away from him. Because that right there is a very cruel human being that obviously needs some serious healing help, because he's so all about himself, narcissistic, all about what he wants, how he wants it. And it was terrible. I mean, I was just like, oh my God. And then they did something coded in the show, because my friend and I caught it. Okay, so that happened. Then they went a little further on. These shows are talking in code. You know, they have their little drama, but they're putting certain things out in code. So then Deb and I are sitting there watching, and then the girls decide they're going to have a pajama party. And so this is so funny. MJ, oh my God, I started laughing so hard. MJ. So MJ had her baby cute. Ganeza baby's cute too. They both are beautiful babies. And MJ is trying to get ready she's going to throw the pajama party. So she's in the kitchen and she's getting all the food together, and the baby's running around, and she's like, so she calls Tommy. He's so funny. He puts up, why are you calling me? Where are you? I'm in the house with you. Poor parents. You know, I'm pretty sure they're not the only ones that do things like that. You got a big ass house and you got a brand new baby that's running around, learning how to walk and everything, and you're trying to get something organized, and you don't use it. Who uses an intercom anymore? You're gonna use a cell phone and text somebody in your house or call them in your house location saying, where are you? I'm in the house with you. Why are you calling me? I started laughing. So he comes and gets his son. He's gonna go do daddy time with his son while mommy has the pajama party. And so I thought it was kind of funny, because then the women are sitting in the room, and yeah, I thought it was kind of interesting, because you got to watch. You pay attention to the setting. You pay attention to little things and how they say things, because they're talking in code. So I never even thought of it like that. You know, it's just Bravo. It's just a blah, 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 a show. But they're talking in code. You know, they're all talking in code. And right between where Ganessa or this other lady was sitting on the couch, they had like a book sitting there, and it says, for the girls. And I said, how ironic would they have a book or video thing sitting there that says, for the girls. For the girls. Now, I know what that movie was about. And Mike owes Destiny a full-on apology. I will buy you and sell you. Full-on apology. There was a documentary done of this man and the husband and wife. They went on vacation. She was just found out she was pregnant, and they were out on vacation celebrating and stuff and doing their thing. She went into a store somewhere, or either applied for something, or she went in. They met somebody. That's what it was. They were on a trip. She was looking for a certain kind of fabric, something, something. She was looking for light fixtures and stuff. They were, fixing up their house and doing this. And so they meet this guy who says, "Oh, well, I can take your wife into town, and I can take her into town, and I'll guide her around so that she won't get lost or anything. I can take her into town and help her." They real sly how they do this. And this is why I'm saying Mike really owes Destiny an apology and clean that shit up like quick. So this young couple, this is a true story. This young couple, the husband's not thinking nothing. He's saying, "This man, we just met him. This is nice. He's willing to, we don't know our way around in the city of this town, where we just moved, and he can easily get you over there, and we don't have to worry about trying to translate or what we're going to do, da, 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 da." Okay. So she goes with the guy to go do this, but the whole intent was that guy took her and gave her over to somebody else and sold her. Just that quick. Somebody bought her, sold her. So now this guy, his wife is gone. Okay. He just finds out she's pregnant. His wife is gone. So then time goes on and they're not coming back. And the guy comes back and then tells him, "I sold your wife. I made money on her today." Who does that? And this guy loses his mind like, "What do you mean you sold my wife?" This is why Mike's wording, the way he said it, was not okay. And I'm sure Mike got a lot of flack for what he just said. Because then the women followed it up with "for the girls." So they heard what he said, and it wasn't okay. So in this true documentary story, this husband would not stop until he found his wife, and it was several months. He kept trying to, and then he located her with this couple that had her, because she had gotten sold 3 times. And he finally tracked it down to this one couple. And then finally, out of the goodness, the wife finally just said, they just let her go. They just got her because they didn't want the heat. They didn't want to get in trouble. So they just took her somewhere and just let her go. But the psychological abuse that she went through and being prostituted out all day long. This is why Mike owes Destiny an apology, because that was so not okay. And I don't even think he realizes the debt of what he said to her. "I will buy you and sell you." I mean, just listen to the terminology of that. "I will buy you and sell you." Like, this flesh, your body, your being of who you are does not matter. You are this piece of wood. You're this piece of wood right here. There's a price on the back of it, $24.99. And you like it. Okay. Somebody went to a marketplace and said, "I'd like to get some spiral wood just like this. And I'm going to take this, I'm going to buy these and sell them." That's what this is like when you say something like that to a human being. I will buy you and sell you. That's been going on for a very long time, but when you're on a different frequency and you hear that, it, to know that this, you can buy it and sell it. You can do whatever you want with this. That somebody will think of you like this. You're this. You're not this. Eyes, nose, mouth, heartbeat, arms, legs. You're not this. You're this. I will buy and sell you. Different perspective, huh? When you really look at it like that. Which really brings me to the next part on how important it is for you to do your work and how important it is for you to know who you are and how important it is for those of you that are in bad relationships and you're with some man or woman that talks like that. Get your ass out of that relationship because you deserve better. I wish some man would say something like that to me. I will buy you and say, you wouldn't be waking up the next day. I guarantee you that. I'm not going to be waiting to find out if maybe he was just having a bad moment. No. You're not waking up. Bam. You're going to be out for a while while I'm getting away. So, I mean, I'm just saying. I want you to think about this because for him to say something like that on a show was not okay. Just wasn't okay. I don't care if he was pissed off or what. I don't care. Just the simple fact he said it to a woman, a human being person, I will buy and sell you. So, yesterday, the title of this is What Did Divine Mother Say? That was one of the things that was coming up energetically. So, I took my medicine bath yesterday. I was in this funk, I have to say. I was upset about some things. The tax stuff was kind of rubbed me the wrong way when I found out some stuff. And I was just like, and I keep thinking it's going to be okay. It's going to be better. It's going to be fine. And you know what? It was one of those days where you kind of sit back, and this is what I'm leading up to. When you're in your 50s, I'm 55 years old, and you see this kind of shenanigans going on, it makes you not want to trust anybody. I am working on healing, trusting myself. Because one of the things that was coming up for me was I've made a lot of mistakes in my life, and that I would love to just reset myself because the things I think are mistakes in my life are really experiences that I've been going through. But it's kind of one of those things where you sit back and you say, I don't want to live like this anymore. I don't want this type of energy around me anymore. I don't want this anymore. I don't want these type of people in my life anymore. I don't want any of that around me anymore. I don't care if you got money or what. I don't care what you're doing. If you're crappy, I don't want to have anything to do with you. If you treat people crappy, I don't want to have anything to do with you. And if you're smiling in your face of one person 1 minute and then you're crappy the next, I really don't want to have anything to do with you. So I just really had this opportunity time to really evaluate certain things in my life. And I was like, okay, I'm in a 9 personal year. And on top of that, I'm 55. And that nine is really playing a really interesting, energetic change in my life. Not to mention, we got all these planets and these alignments going on. We got Mars doing its things. We got Saturn pushing up on me. We got, the Jupiter and Venus talking, and yeah, we're going to get you to change, and we're going to bring some action in. And now we're in Cancer. Now you're totally emotional, and you're just like, oh, you just want to scream. So I'm sitting here within myself, and I'm sitting in the soul of myself, and I'm sitting here saying, what is it? So I go in the bathroom, draw the bathtub. Marty was like, go take a bath. I go, I just cleaned the hell out of that bathroom, and it's beautiful. It's immaculate. She goes, I know. Go take a bath. I'm like, oh, it's time for me to go do some water time. So I was pulling when I say cleaning the bathroom, I was pulling a Mommy Dearest. This floor is not clean. Remember that? There's some stuff going all over the place, and it blended in with her Noxzema on her face. Was doing my vinegar and Dawn mixture and cleaning the tub, and yeah, everything was really clean because I was working through some things. Just start cleaning when I gotta work through something and think about something. That's why when people come for body work and get a massage, they be like, wow, I really feel good. Well, yeah, I worked out some things. So I was just kind of thinking. My mind goes somewhere else. The body's helping you to heal, but my mind is in the ethers. I'm thinking of stuff. I'm there. I'm, talking and communicating. So I draw the bath water. And I'm sitting in a tub, and I just get into that place because remember, water is a portal. And I said, Divine Mother, Creator, you hear me? So I'm waiting. I hear yes. I don't ask out loud because other beings can hear and they can mess with you, especially down here when you're moving through 3 and 4 and 5 energy. You got those beings that like to, yeah, we can hear you. They're not being supportive. They're just messing with you. So those are not the ones you want to hear your conversation. If you stay silent within, the divine ones, the benevolent light ones can hear you. The lower ones cannot hear you when you go within and talk. They can't hear you. They can't hear what you're talking about. They can't. They can't hear your thoughts. Only the benevolent light ones can hear you, like the archangels, the ascending masters, the benevolent light beings that hold that light, and they are the divine. They can hear your thoughts because that's how it's all connected through that crown, that third eye, and that heart. They're connecting to you. You're connected to it, so it hears you. The other ones can't hear you. That's why you see in those movies a lot of times when they're trying to get rid of something that's a lower energy or a demonic force, they say it out loud to get rid of it because you have to speak it out loud to get rid of it, to get it to be gone, to tell it to leave, and it has to obey. Okay, but when you're aligned with your true divineness and you're talking, you're being listened to. That's a pure channel right there. So I'm just sitting there and I hear yes. I said, I got a question for you. And I hear, ask away. I said, why is it so difficult for us to trust ourselves? She says, that's easy. Because Your trust was taken away from you when all this began. The trust of yourself was detached. So you would not trust yourself. And if you can't trust yourself, then you won't trust anything that's divine. You'll stay in this wobble effect of not being able to trust. You won't be connected. You won't trust that you're being taken care of. You won't trust that your prayers are being heard. You won't trust that you can manifest. You won't trust that you can make changes. You won't trust. You won't trust because it all got derailed, which is why all have to work on that inner part of themselves and heal. Well, and I said, well, what's the best way to heal? Divine Mother, how's it, what, we just go in and just be silent to ourselves and just start trusting ourselves? And she says it like this, and I thought this was interesting. She says, you have a car, correct? I go, yeah. She goes, I know, the black car, the one you like. I go, yeah. So when you get in your car, you put the key in, you trust it's going to start. I go, yeah. And it starts, right? Yeah. You trust yourself when you are going to go get groceries and you know how to get there and navigate to get to the store. You trust yourself to pick out what you like to have, right? I go, yeah. She goes, keep trusting yourself. And I said, oh, man, I kind of smacked the water. I said, oh, did I just get spirit smacked? Come on. She says, no, this is truth, correct? And I go, yeah, you're right. She goes, it's the bigger things that we separate ourselves from and we question ourselves on how we're trusting ourselves. I said, huh. She goes, did I answer your question? I go, yes. She goes, how are you feeling now? I said, not so upset. She says, water is good for that. Water helps to balance the body out because water helps the cells of the body when you are feeling anxious, depressed, or angry or upset. It helps to disperse out of the cells. Water brings in a frequency allowing your body to release it. It's the same as if when you cry, the water that comes out of your eyes is an expression of you releasing that frequency of the pain, the anger, the depression, the sadness, the frustration. It's helping you to release that. Because that tiny part of the water molecule that's coming out is helping you to let go. And I say, yeah, I like that. She goes, good. You're going to sleep really well tonight. I said, yeah, yeah. I said, okay. So I asked another question. I said, when is Mother Earth, going to really ascend herself? And she says, she already is. And those of you that are working on yourselves, that are expressing yourself from your heart, and are willing to go in and love yourself and love each other, you're coming along with her in her new divineness of her light. She's fully getting activated. And she says it like this. It was beautiful to have such a wonderful conversation with the Divine Mother, because it was just in that moment, in that energy, that water, sitting in the water in the bath, that everybody can do this. Everyone has access to this. It's nothing you have to believe it or what. You just go and just soothe and just be and just ask, and you'll hear it, because the water is what we come through. The amniotic fluid in your mother's womb. You're submerged in it to begin. That's how you were manifested in the belly of her womb, in that sacred fluid that is part of your creation of who you are. And in that sacred fluid, how beautiful that is, that fluid, that sac that you're in the middle of, becomes a part of you. And is now part of yourself and who you're living and who you're being. You're carrying your mother's womb fluids inside of you that's connected to everything. So yes, the way she says, she's expressing, expanding her light. Her light grids are activating in all the beauty of what she represents, what she is. And the beautiful part of what she was talking about is, as she, Mother Earth, is going through her evolution and her plasmic expansion, she's expanding in herself, and she's shining her light, and she's expanding. She's raising up the frequency, and things that are lower frequency can't stay, because she's raising the frequency of herself up. And as she expands, we expand and breathe with her and move in that essence of her, because of the water of our creation, of who we are, is expanding in us. And I was just like, wow. So cool the way she was talking about it and the way she was expressing it. And she's, when she's talking to you, she brings it into these sounds, and you can hear her talking, and then she brings in these beautiful visions, these visual, and shows you. She's talking to your cellular being of yourself. And this is why a lot of times those of us that are star seeds, and those of us that are these healers, and we're trying to do our best to hold the light and take care of ourselves, and we just want everything to be done. We want it all to be done. Let's get to the next chapter, please. Roll the credits. Let's be done. And we get into that place of, wow, I am you, you are me. How can you say that you can buy and sell me? Breathing in that connection of self it was really profound. And this is why when you find yourself in that weirdness and stuff, and you feel like, especially here in California, where they got that weird net thing over us, that vibrational net, why you don't see a true blue sky, until you leave out of California. Then you get shocked to death. You go through some kind of shockery when you see how blue the sky is in Arizona, when you see how blue the sky is in Florida, when you see how blue the sky is in Texas and places, you see the true blue sky. You just, here in California, we really have to connect to ourselves because we got a lot of stuff that comes energetically at us. And just really going in and holding and knowing your divinity, knowing how divine you are, that light. Let your light shine, light language. Be so light, be the fire, be the next activation, come together right now. Da-da-da. Okay. It's a new day, it's a new dawn. It's a new day, it's a new dawn for me, and I'm feeling good. This is so important right now to be a part of that, to take that time to be in that water and to take in that water of healing when you need that water of healing. That's why with the spiral light elixirs, it's liquid light in a bottle. I cannot tell you, once the frequencies are added to this water and people are taking it, the cellular response. Oh, is spiral light just going to be helping you all that whole time? And then when you're sitting in a bathtub, and then when you're sitting in that energy, how healing it is. Okay, so let's do this real quick. I'm going to give you the card of the day, and I'm going to pull a question, and then I'm going to disappear. So what would Divine Mother like to ask us to look at today? What would be her question to all of us? What would she like to share with us? And when I say Divine Mother of the Benevolent Light, I am talking about Creator. I'm talking about God. I'm talking about the one and only true Source. I'm talking about Source. Okay? That's what I'm talking about. The cosmos. And if you really want some organite pieces, I really highly suggest you really go to www.diamondcreations.com. Go there. Check out our Etsy shop. You won't be disappointed, trust me. Okay, Divine Mother, what do you want to know? And tonight, they have the Matrix on. I'm like, yeah. Message. The distraction of shiny things. Number 15. Fill your cup with sacred giggles. I like that because that's what I did today with my friend Jess. So the distraction of shiny things. Taking stock and leveraging your strength, polishing and buffing your image, the strength of discernment, knowing exactly what is right for you. Love it. And what is not right for you at this time. Yes! The distraction of shiny things. Ooh, look over there. Ooh. So here's the questions you need to ask yourself. How do you avoid temptation of shiny, meaningless things? What's your weakness and how can you avoid it? Okay. Your particular brand of shiny, what makes you unique? What's your wild? What's your quirkiness? What's your divine light? How do you communicate when you are in your own zone? Shut the front door and draw yourself some bath water and get in it. And how can you learn to fly in the light always? Thank you, Divine Mother. Now, come on now. Come on. Can't make this up. Come on. All right. I got goosebumps all over me. Now, watch. I'm going to see some orbs go. Choo, 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 choo. They're just going to be flying all over my head. Choo, 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 choo. Okay, 21. Okay. Fill your cup with sacred giggles. I've been giggly all day today. My friend Deb and I, we just get on them laughing rampage. Sometimes we're dangerous. It's sometimes not good because you find yourself running to the bathroom. You don't want to pee on yourself because you're laughing so hard. Okay. Completion. The end of a cycle. Closure. Mother. Yes, please. Okay. Celebration, a job well done, accomplishments, yes. Well-deserving success, being proud of your work, travel, limitless, options opening up. I love it. And that's the number 21. And when we add that 2 and a 1, what do we get? We get a 3. Yeah. Manifestation time. Look back on the past few years and notice how far you have come. What have you accomplished? What is the most important thing you have learned? What is it? Fill your cup with giggles. You may feel called to travel. This card says it's possible. How can you build your dream in a way that will also bring the travel aspiration to life? Now, come on now. When I say Divine Cosmic Mother, what's your message for us? The distraction of shiny things. How do you get distracted? Oh, look, it's so pretty. Ooh, okay. Fill your cup with sacred giggles. I love this. What works for you? What doesn't work for you anymore? These are the questions you can take to yourself and ask yourself sitting in a bathtub. And then saying to yourself, Divine Cosmic Mother, source of all that you are, you reside in me. I am you, you are me, within me. Guide me, show me. How can I be of service? Where should I go? Where should I be? What should I be doing? Come on. Can't make this stuff up. And now, let's have Divine Mother give us something to really ponder and think about with the language of light. Yeah, I really honor that. When I start to feel like, whoa, what's happening? I'm feeling stuff and, like, what is that? What am I questioning on? Ask yourself the question and then ask it to her or him, however you see that. And then get the answer. There it is. Did you see it? Did you see it? It was ding. Okay, Divine Mother. Are you ready for this? Are you ready? Are you ready? Close your eyes. Close your eyes. Open them. Let your light shine. Number 45. 9. It's done. Oh, and people ask me, one of the things I love doing is reading. I love to do readings. And I also like to shop with other people's money and bring them stuff. Love to do that too. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Love it. As night falls upon the land, midnight hour is close at hand. The light beings are going to be flying all about tonight. So shine, let your light shine. Let your light shine. Look how beautiful that is. Let your light shine. Look how healing that is. Let your light shine. Water is very healing. Light is very healing. Or the sun, not too much. Don't overdo it. Because the light is strong. And making sure that you have good EMF protection is really key. Some of you might be getting headaches and nausea, nervousness, don't know why. You need to make sure you protect your auric field, okay, because it's getting hit. And we have these nice solar flares hitting our planet right now, okay, which makes us sensitive. So one of the things I was asking her about, when the light is hitting the planet, she said it's inundating it. She said everybody's getting a booster of energy, lifting up. And she says, and the evidence of it is to look at your plants. Look at how vibrant they are. Or when you're looking out, look how vibrant the standing ones are, the trees. How green. That's how you know the frequency is going up. Mother's frequency is going up, the real one. Mother's frequency, Mother Earth, going up. Because here's the thing. Mother is not going to allow herself not to ascend. She's going to do it with or without us. That's who she is. And only the ones that are really getting and knowing and being connected to themselves will understand this process. All right. So I think she has left you with wonderful information. If you would like to have a reading, please contact me. And, these next, today and tomorrow would be good. You can definitely contact me for that. And I will do your reading. Especially now, since we're in the new moon energy, where we're flowing into that. So it would be really good for you to get a different perspective. Because here's the deal. We're shifting so much in different timelines. And when we're having these earthquakes and stuff, I want you to think about this. Remember that video I did back? I think it was maybe 3 or 4 videos back, and I was talking about how Mother Earth is going through her process right now. And she's going to be the cosmic light in our cosmic universe here. She's going to be the light to Jupiter, to Venus, to everyone. She's going to be this divine light. She's becoming that. So literally, just know when she's expanding out. And it's almost like if you were to say, okay, here's Mother Earth, she's lighting up and she's expanding. It's like this. Now she's here. She was here. Here she is right here. Okay. But her auric field is out to here. But here she is. She started here. Here she is right here. Okay. But this is her auric field now. Yeah. It's about to get real. It already is. Okay. So tomorrow I'll be on and we're going to talk about how to use tarot cards to manifest with, how to use the energy to bring in activations of the self. And one of the things, I'm going to go through this book because I found this book in the pile of my books when I was in a storage today, putting stuff in the storage. I found it and I said, "Oh, this would be a good teaching to work with that and to talk about it." So get yourself ready for tomorrow because I'm going to be talking about the manifestation of money and business stuff, how you can use your tarot to help manifest that. All right, I'm going to go shut down, finish eating my pozole. I had a wonderful pozole with my spirit daughter today. She wanted to have breakfast, and I said, okay. She goes, I want to take you out for breakfast. And so she's sitting there. She says, give what you want to eat. And I said, okay. So I have to have my famous Hameka, my beautiful Hameka tea. Well, hibiscus is how we know it. And I had to have that. I'm so addicted to it because it's so good. And she goes, I'm going to have pozole. And I go, you know what? I've seen it made. But yet I have yet to even have it. I don't even think I have pozole on the island in Bodacan. I don't think I've even eaten it. And I said, you know what? I'm going to have pozole. So, oh my gosh. What the hell have I been missing? It was so good. And I love when we went to the restaurant. It's a place I like to go to support the family and the business. The people are so wonderful there. It's like when I come in, I go, hola, everyone, hola, how are you? Where would you like to sit, brother? Do you want to sit inside? Do you want to sit outside? I go, outside. So it's just so, it just makes me feel like I'm on an island because they have that whole familia, the family theme energy going on, and everything they cook it with love. They were making, can we get close and personal right here? Can I share a little something with you? What do? Yes, please. Okay. So now, if you know me, you know I like cupcakes. Everybody knows I love cupcakes. But at Breast Coast, when they make their pastries, their cakes, the breads, they make them fresh on Sunday morning. They go way out. They make a lot of food because everybody comes to the bakery in the morning. You might come right after church. We got to stop off and get to the bakery. So you go in, you get your pastries and all your, oh my God. So the grandmother was back there and she made the tri-colored cookies. I actually had to stop myself and say, don't do it. Don't do it. Come on now. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. So I didn't do it, but I could not pass up the pink cake. It's so good. They make it with pineapple juice. And it's just something about that. It just brings all that wonderfulness and love back into your heart. And it just, So when the young lady took our order and she sends us a pozole and we're getting the pozole and we're eating and she says, is there anything else you want to have? Or daughter looks at me, don't you want your quesadilla? And I go, oh yeah, I'll have a shrimp quesadilla and I'll take that with me. She goes, good. Okay. But yeah, I got the pink cake. Oh my God. So good. Haven't eaten it yet. Saving it. Okay, but I will be back on here tomorrow. So I will do the teaching here. I thank you, loved ones. I love it. I love it. I love it. Um, I am going to be doing some platform on my one of my other stations. I have it set up. I know I said I was kind of him hawing around if I was going to do it or not. But I am actually going to start just putting some of my courses on there. And you can leisurely go in and purchase it when you want to, instead of me trying to hold the space and teach at this time date and this time date. And it might not work out, or it might clash with you, or whatever. So then you can just go and check out what's on my menu and load it and get some teachings on that. And I'm really contemplating, I want to have a section that talks about the conversation with the divine cosmic mother, and also the medicine woman within. So I'm really contemplating putting that all together. And just really, yeah, I guess that was a yes. Really busy tonight. But anyway, I'm going to get off of here. It's 1:11 now. I got to go. So enjoy the rest of your evening. Be good to yourself. Be so light. You got what you need to be doing. And just go back and ask yourself those questions. Stop the video in between, write those questions down, and how are you feeling about those things? All right. All right. And Mike, go make an apology to Destiny. I don't even watch the show, but what I saw, you owe her an apology. Big time, if you haven't done it already. Clean that up. Big time. All right. Much love to all of you. Be so light. Bye.